Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. We are going to talk about two new palettes from Ace Beauté. This is the Envy and the Aura palette, two new palettes that are releasing on Cyber Monday from Ace Beauté. We are going to do some swatches. I'm going to do one look with each palette and I'm going to let you know if this is the normal great Ace Beauté formula, because if you haven't been here before, if this is your first video here, by the way, hey, my name is Angie. I love makeup, love it so much. I'm right now uploading every day until Christmas, and Ace Beauté is one of my favorite formulas. So I want to find out if this is the same great formula as they usually have, because I really hope so, because the color schemes of these palettes are bomb.coms. And don't forget to subscribe as well, because this is a bonus video. This week I'm having 8 videos on my main channel, plus a 9th vlog on my vlog channel, so lots of things going on here. This is the first time that I am seeing Ace Beauté do this kind of a packaging or this kind of a size of a palette. Let me quickly show you some swatches and like how these palettes look, and then we can like do a size comparison to how big their palettes normally are. Since this is a new format, I did get sent this as PR, but this video is not sponsored. I do have a code with Ace Beauté. My code is Angelica and you will get 10% off when you're shopping at them. These are launching, like I said, on Cyber Monday. They will not be part of the Cyber Monday deal because they're new palettes, but you will be able to get 10% off using my code Angelica. These palettes are a little bit smaller. Look at this one. This is the Envy palette. Look at, oh, it's so dark. It's so yummy. I'm so excited to be digging into this. And just looking at the palette, it looks like the same formula. I don't know if that... have you ever known a brand so much or known the formula so much that when you look at the palette or look at the product, you're like, yeah, this is the same. That's how I feel about this palette. I'm thinking that this is the same. As I'm filming this, I haven't swatched it yet, but you're seeing the swatches. I'm just super excited to be digging into this. These look so great. This one, this like shimmery like Klein blue metallic looks amazing. These greens, this light like icy mint here that's so reflective and icy, looks absolutely incredible. And then we have the other one that's called Aura, and I thought I was going to be more excited about the green one because I'm always more excited about green, but the color combos of this one is giving me a lot of hope, a lot of inspiration, because this one is a warm purples mixed with cool tone purples and thrown in two of like berry reds, and then there's a couple of like swampy olivey greens in here as well. There's a duochrome up here as well. They just look very interesting. I feel like this is a murky olivey matte meets a purple palette with a pop of berries. I'm just very intrigued and I love the combo of these two here. I kind of want to do something with that. I think it looks absolutely incredible. Oh, let me show you the comparison to these. And even though these were sent, like this is the normal big palette, and you can see the new ones are a little bit smaller, and this one is also 3, but instead of 3 times 5 is 3 times 4, so it's a couple less shades. And they also did make the packaging even a little bit smaller, because even though they are both 3 tall, this one is a little shorter, but they're the same like width. So I think that that is pretty cool. I'm super excited to see what you think of these. Like I said, they're launching on Cyber Monday. I don't know the price, but as soon as I have the price, I will put that down below. I will also put like, because I'm fairly sure they had a launch time, and I will put that as well down below. I'm just very excited to be digging into this. If you are interested in any of the things that I have on my face right now, it's going to be in the description box. And yes, this top, I won't be able to link it because I don't... this is from Jacquemus. I love Jacquemus. It's one of my favorite designers, and I think that this is no longer available because I think that this was like the winter collection 1 or 2 years ago. I'm thinking 2 years ago, so I don't think it's available anymore. But yeah, Jacquemus makes amazing, really cool tops. I have 2 of them and they're absolutely stunning. But yeah, I will leave the info for everything down in the description box. Let's dive in. I think we're gonna start with the green because I'm so intrigued in doing that combo with the like the lavender and the berry. I think we're gonna start with this one, just to really start in a very different direction. Oh, and none of these I think have like an inner corner highlight for me, so I'm just gonna pull something in from another palette. Ace Beauté is a black woman owned makeup brand, and I will say one of the things that I usually miss in Ace Beauté palettes is an inner corner highlight, but again, I'm a light to medium, so it's not that deep. Well, it is deep. It goes usually really deep, but not that light, so I'm probably gonna reach in and get an inner corner highlight. Oh, my little baby is sleeping here next to me. Kaisa got spayed, if you saw that on my Instagram, so she's sleeping here on the floor next to me. My cute little baby. She's doing good though. She's doing really good. Thank you for asking, and thank you for checking in and seeing how she's doing. She's doing really good, but she's tired. Poor baby. Okay, zoomed into well, the max on my lens. This is as zoomed as we are gonna get on my camera. And this is Guile. I think you're pronouncing it Guile. I feel like it should be that. So I am gonna do that. I'm trying to not pack it on. I'm trying to use this a little bit like I would a transition shade. So I'm using it on a slightly fluffier brush. And I'm just like running it in the upper part of my crease so that I have something to blend the next shade into. Not trying to make this color the most visible color in the look, but I still want to have this light green edge on the look. So that's why we're putting this one down. And I know from before, the best way to try out to see if this is the Ace Beauté formula that I know and love is to start with the lightest color, because I know that the Ace Beauté formula builds like no other. So that is a really good way of trying out what kind of formula is this. So I think we're gonna do Karma, and then I'm gonna see if I can like deepen it up with Covet, because Covet is a deep like dark blue. So I'm thinking that maybe that, oh, so pretty, that is the way that we can make this. Now I'm really packing it on. That is the way that we can make this look go to green, like a warm green to a cool blue. Because that is where I want this look to go. I want this look to go warm green. Look at that. So yummy. I feel like I'm salivating. And I want it to go to like a cool blue. And I want to see how that looks together. I'm just packing this on in the crease now, and I'm going to blend them together in a bit. Don't worry. Or maybe worry a little bit. Let's be mildly worried, but I think I'm going to be able to make this work. I usually do. We'll see. Now I'm just blending the two colors together a little bit. No additional product, and eventually I'm gonna blend over the edge again with this light green. That's how I usually do it. Okay, so I went under the eyes as well, and this is obviously very dramatic. So let me use that Covet now. Why am I showing an almost black shadow on an almost black brush? Let me see if we can, oh, this is gonna be such a nice peacock look. And this is what I mean. You can just build and build these Ace Beauté mattes. They just go on so wonderfully. Really am such a big fan. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that in my outer corner. I'm just really pressing it in and making sure that I get it where I want it, trying to not get any fallout, and I'm just gonna pull it up a little bit in the crease, but not too much. But so that we get something like this. I think that this is gorgeous. I think, because I'm loving this one, but I'm also loving this one, and I'm loving this one. So I'm thinking we'll do this one and this one on the lid, and we'll do a little bit of this one on the lower lash line. This is the plan. Stay with me. So this is Dominate, and I'm actually not gonna spray this because this is one of those putty formulas, and they usually go on really good because there's so much binder in. Oh, look at that. Without spraying them. So I'm not gonna spray this, but I'm probably gonna spray the shadow on the lower lash line because I want to get as little fallout as possible. I am getting a little fallout when I'm not spraying it, but honestly, it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm gonna put the blue here, basically like this. Let's see if we can get rid of that. And then let me actually just let me fix one eye. Let me fix one eye if I can clean this off. Is that a... What was that? Let me do the Phantasm, which is the lighter shadow. And we're gonna do that here. Oh, that is real. Ooh, let me do that in my inner corner too, because that is lighter than I imagined. What a frosty, nice mint. Ooh, this is Vibes, which is the green one, but I am actually going to spray this one because I'm going to be a little bit more precise with this one, and then it's really good to spray it because you can be a little bit more precise because it will stick exactly where you put it. Wow. Well, I think that this is going to be the look. honestly, it does look like a wonderful peacock eye. I love this look. It is exactly what I thought it was gonna be, like a bright peacock kind of a look, and I think it looks incredible. And this is exactly the kind of formula that I was expecting to get from this palette. It is the same kind of mattes, it is the same kind of shimmers. I think that this turned out really incredible, and I'm super excited that this is what I have on my eyeballs. I am gonna immediately sit down and film another video, because this is me, especially during Vlogmas. If I'm wearing a fierce look, I'm gonna film another video while wearing a fierce look. You need to capitalize on the fierce looks. Anyways, for you, look number 2 is coming right now. I feel like I could make it so easy for myself and just do a monochromatic look. But I kind of want to see how these go together. So I think, okay, this might end up being super bad. Okay, we're gonna try. I'm gonna do this, and then this in the crease. And then I'm gonna use this one on the lid, and I'm gonna use this pink to bridge in between the red and the purple. So I'm starting with the hazy. Or am I starting with the red? I think I'm gonna start with the red, actually, just because I want that to be visible. It's called Chi. Now I need to find a brush that's already stained a little red. Oh, this is actually clean. Huh. I found a clean brush. Didn't see that one coming. I mean, I know I didn't. So we're starting with Chi, which is that red, and it's like a cool tone red. I mean, I can tell in the pan that it's a cool tone red. So we're gonna do that here. And this is why I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna blend it out with that warm color, and it's also a warm light green. But we are gonna try. Or maybe this is like, oh, that is so sexy. Maybe this is like, I'm able to blend this out on its own. Because I keep forgetting that Ace Beauté's formula is just so versatile on its own. Ouch! So maybe I will just blend this one out. Oh, that is so sexy. Oh, that's so sexy. Okay, let me see what happens if I try and blend this one with the brush that's dirty. Hold. So with no additional product, I'm just gonna see if I can manipulate this red shadow on the edge. You know what? This might be doable. I'm doing a little bit under the eyes as well, and as you can tell, it worked out pretty good to just blend out the red. So this is me using only this Chi shade. This is only the Chi shade, and I blended it out with a brush without any additional product. And I was able to shear it out, not to like a perfect blend, but definitely to a good enough blend. I'm not here to do perfection. I'm here to do good enough. And this is good enough. And I'm happy I actually was able to do it like this, because that makes this look even more different from the look that I did before that had that green edge. I'm thinking we'll start with this one that's called Soul. And I'll use that on my lid, and I'll blend it up here as well, and I'll use it in my inner corners, and we'll just go all in with this one. I might lighten this up a bit with a white matte, depending. Oh, I should probably have used a bigger brush than this one. I might lighten this up, because as you can tell, I don't think that this is going to be light enough for my skin tone to be like an inner corner highlight. So yeah, I might lighten this up with a white. But that together is beautiful. And I'll use the pink as well. Oh my god, I'm loving how this is looking. And together with the yellow top. Ooh! I love the combos of this palette. I just think they are such fun combos. So a little bit on the lower lash line too. Of that purple. And yeah, I think for me, like if you have a deeper skin tone than me, you're gonna be able to like make it enough contrast with this purple and not have to bring in something lighter. but I'm gonna bring in something white just to lighten up that absolute inner corner. Okay, I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just cleaning it off on my Sigma color switch, and I am gonna use the color that's called Gleam. I did touch this one before because I wanted to see what kind of formula it is, and it is a beautiful, like, bubblegum pink, shimmery metallic. So I'm actually going to spray this because, as you can tell, I have covered my entire lid with matte eyeshadow. So for me to be able to stick this to the lid, I'm going to spray it so that I can stick it. And I'm putting this pink shadow where they meet, where the reddish plum berry and the lavender meet. I'm putting this pink just as a line, just like that. And I'm just going to make those meet through this pink, and I'm just dotting a bit on the edge on both sides so that we can get them to look nice. But yeah, something like that. Let me layer a little bit more of pink in the middle, like spraying and layering, because I really think, look at that, I think that this is going to be a really good effect. I think that that looks super cool. I'm gonna finish this up and then we can do the white inner corner, just so I can show you what I mean with like contrast. I brought out a white eyeshadow in this one from Colourpop, but I thought I'd use the shadow to deepen up like I planned to. This one that's called Sultry. Let's give that one a whirl and just see what happens if we just deepen this up a little bit here. So this is going to be the shadow that meets the pink in the lower part, just a little bit. Yeah, I really think that that's working out. I don't want to use too much. My dog is apparently waking up and shaking, so I think the house is gonna fold over like a little card house. House of cards, that's how it's called in English. In Sweden we would say the opposite. Card house and not house of cards. But yeah, I think that that worked out pretty good. Tesla, I can hear that you're in my bed. Like, I hear that you just snuggled yourself in between the covers. Don't think I didn't hear you, because I heard you. Loud and clear. So let's use the white in this palette. It's just a matte white. It's not that deep. And I'm putting it on a more pointy pencil brush. And I'm just, you can see the difference. I'm just using this to lighten up this inner part here, to make this have the contrast that I'm looking for. Because I like a really light matte inner corner. I feel like that is so awakening, and I feel like it's so flattering as well for all the little hoods and folds that I have. So I really like how that is looking. I think the look is done. I really enjoy it. I think it looks super cute. I'm gonna put some half lashes on. I'm using the same as I did in the other look, but I like that. I feel like it's really sultry, it's really sexy, and I'm excited that I didn't have to use any of the like transition color, even though of course this could have been even better had I had a transition color, but I still think the blend is good enough. So that is the second look with the Aura palette, and I don't know which one is my favorite. I mean, I love a good peacock look, but I also love a good like berry look. I think that the combo between the warm berry and the cool toned purple is beautiful. And I mean, I could have made such an interesting look with these here as well if I had gone in that direction. I really like that they put this red in as like a bridge between the greens and the purples, because it lends itself to so many interesting possibilities. But I really enjoyed this look. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I will say, this is the good Ace Beauté formula. This is the formula that I love. If you like these color stories and you have a somewhat similar taste as I do when it comes to eyeshadows, I don't think you will be disappointed with these at all. Like I said, they are launching on Cyber Monday. I will put all the details down below, together with what I'm wearing today in case you're interested. Did I glue my eyes together? Somewhat. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!